think it's sad. I think that those Border Patrol agents are going to have a difficult time when they're out in the field and they see what actually happens in real life, separate from their training. But I do understand that their primary incentive is financial.
Here to weigh in is Art Del Cueto, a former Border Patrol agent and Federation of American Immigration Border Security Advisor. Art, I guess what Karen Bass is saying is you're turning on your own people for money, not understanding that you're an American and that's your people.
Right. So this is what's crazy. These individuals, they want to call America a melting pot, but only when it's convenient that they're following their idea of what a melting pot should be. I grew up on the border. I was raised on the border. I've always wanted to be a Border Patrol agent. I was blessed enough to wear the uniform for, over 2 decades. Wow. And I heard it constantly, though. I will be honest. You would hear it from people once in a while. They would say, oh, you're against your own kind. I'm very, very vocal and pro-American. And that, again, has also, targeted me. And they call me every name in the book. So they like to use race, and they like to use racial terms, derogatory racial terms, where you're not following the same idea that they are. But I can tell you right now, I worked alongside Border Patrol agents, and I've been in law enforcement for over 2 decades in the state of Arizona, individuals from all races, all creed, anything you can think of, and they were all very proud to wear the uniform. And do you hear it from people? Of course you do, but you gotta take those things from who they come from. And these individuals are very desperate. They ruined our nation's borders. They ruined law enforcement as a whole. And now we have President Trump in a position where he has brought, honor again to the country and to that position. So they're just gonna find any way they can to discredit law enforcement and President Trump as well.
Do you think it might blow her mind to learn that there are Mexican Americans in Texas and other areas that were there before there was a Texas, that have always lived on this side of the border? I think that might actually blow her mind, Art. But moving on, DHS official Trisha McLaughlin is ripping Kilmar Obrego Garcia, the Maryland dad, for making TikToks. While DHS remains constrained by an activist judge, McLaughlin was reacting to a minute-long video that appears to show Abrego Garcia, an El Salvador illegal immigrant who became a flashpoint in the Trump administration's mass deportation campaign, filming himself lip-syncing to a song in Spanish. Now, I will admit that I do not know the words or what the song is, but it just seems kind of like he's rubbing it in their face. Hey, you thought you got me, but you didn't.
Look, that's something that's been frustrating for a long time. And it's just like you said, unfortunately, law enforcement, those that are following the law, they have to stay quiet until an investigation is completed. But these individuals, they're free to say whatever they want, mock the law. Look, I've seen it my entire life, and it's so frustrating. It definitely is frustrating. Let's just hope that the law does catch up to this individual from someone that's been in law enforcement and that came to this country legally, along with a lot of my family members. Yeah. It's a slap in the face when we see something like this, and it's even a bigger slap when we continue to hear this whole racial thing, or, where are you from? My heritage has nothing to do with the honor and the love that I have for the United States of America, and that's what it comes down to. You have too many individuals that are in this country that don't have an honor towards this country. They don't care about the United States, and they continue to mock our laws, and that needs to stop.
I would say, Art, I come from a border town called Dalton, Georgia. I went to school with kids, 78% Hispanic and second, third generation Americans. And I would say that it has something to do, your heritage, because it's why you're so thankful to be here. And I think that's the part that Democrats often miss. Real quick, if you have any message for Border Patrol agents of any descent out there working, what is it?
Hey, look, just continue to hold the line. You're doing the right thing. Your loyalty is where it should be, and it's in the greatest country in the world. And at the same time, we have the best president that we have ever had. Right now, there's nothing but honor in wearing that green and frankly, wearing every single uniform that are out there in law enforcement. And I will continue to push forward and be that voice for the agents that can't speak up.
Brother, you embody the American dream. We appreciate you so much for your service. And tonight, we thank you for joining us. Take care.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.